Welcome back to my YouTube channel, but if you're new here, my name is Brittany. I'm a Chicago-based lifestyle content creator, and today I'm actually taking a day trip from Chicago to Milwaukee for the day. It's the 4th of July, so I mean, it is kind of midweek, and I have the day off, obviously, for the holiday. I've never really spent much time in Milwaukee. I've been there one time. I was in a friend of mine's wedding, and since I was in the wedding, I mean, I really just did, like, wedding activities for the most part, so I'm excited to do this. It's, like, a quick train ride from Chicago, like, just about an hour. It's, like, 7:20 right now. I just dropped Rumi, my dog, off at boarding. I'm about to take an Uber down to Union Station. I've also never taken the Amtrak before, but a few times in Europe I've taken like the Interrail and stuff like that, so I'm sure it's very similar. And I take the train, the CTA here, all the time. So I have a few things lined up. Like I'm doing a beer tour, like having dinner at some place, but kind of also just gonna like explore around a little bit, maybe do a little like record shopping. I found like a couple record stores to potentially go to. Otherwise, just really enjoying the day and just seeing all that Milwaukee has to offer. Anyway, oh, it's also Summerfest right now too. I'm not gonna I probably won't go, but like I wonder if there's anything else going on like in the city, like in the area generally, like for Summerfest. So with that, let's head down to Union Station and get on the train. All right, so I just got off the train in Milwaukee. That was like a pretty easy train ride. It was like 90 minutes is what it's scheduled for, but we got in a few minutes early, so it was maybe like an hour and 20 minutes. And I just didn't really realize that this train also stops at the Milwaukee airport. So, I mean, not that I ever take a flight out of my Milwaukee, but I guess it's good to know, like, in case that ever comes up. But anyway, I am starving. It's 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything yet today. And my plan when I got here was to go to the public market, at the Milwaukee Public Market. It's actually closed today. I mean, I know it's a holiday, but I thought that I checked all the things I wanted to do to make sure they were open. And I guess not, because that's closed. And a couple of the other, actually most of the other food halls that are in this immediate downtown area are closed. So or closed today, they reopen tomorrow. But I found a little like breakfast spot. It's called Sweet Diner. I was like scrolling through TikTok while I was on the train. And so I'm gonna head there. And they like didn't take reservations or anything. And I wasn't able to add myself to the wait list, but I mean, I'm just one person, so I don't think the wait would be too long. And then I have two things planned to do today, that everything else will kind of play by ear. So at 2 o'clock, I'm going on a tour of like the Pabst Brewery, which will be kind of cool. Yeah, I think it starts at 2. So in like 4 hours basically. And then I wanted to give myself time to like, I've never really been here, like I said, so to figure out like where I'm going and stuff. And then I also made a reservation for myself to eat at Tupelo and Honey before I like get back on the train this evening. So let's hope that I can get into this breakfast place because I'm starving. Okay, so it's already noon. I feel like I'm kind of well on my way through this day here in Milwaukee. My face looks a little puffy, probably because I'm a little tired and dehydrated. I've barely drank any water, I feel like, in the past day, and it's pretty humid out. I had a bottle of water with me and I lost it, so there goes that. So since I've been here, I went to that breakfast place. It was good. I will say, like, the TikTok that I saw about it said I think I saw 2 different people talking about it. One of them said it was the best brunch they've ever had. I don't think I would take it that far, but it was good. Like, it was fine. I had like a chai latte, which that didn't give me any additional energy now that I'm thinking about it. So I had a chai latte and then eggs benedict with the side of fruit. And then once I left there, I just kind of started walking towards this general direction that I'm still walking in now. And I stopped in a little like cute little boutique, got some, I literally was just, it's like, it was kind of like a Francesca's-esque type of vibe, just like random stuff. And I bought some earrings. I mean, I didn't need them, but they were cute and they had a little bee on them. So I got those. And I don't have any bee earrings. And the people were really nice in there. So, like, if you ever want to win me over, just be nice to me in the store and I'll probably buy something. And then from there, I just, like, kind of kept walking. And I don't think I stopped anywhere else until I got to this used bookstore that I'd seen online. People talking about, they had, like, a record section in the back, which I, like, rifled through there for a little while. And I did end up picking up 2 records. So I got Annie, like, the soundtrack, and then another soundtrack of a movie that I've never heard of. But it's with Sidney Poitier. And, like, I like Sidney Poitier. And it was produced or like composed and conducted by Quincy Jones. So I was like, oh well, this will be good. And it's from For Love of Ivy. And I listened to like a couple, like I googled some of the songs and listened to them, and I liked them. Just like something nice and cute, like to listen to. And they were the Annie one I think was $4, and the Sidney Poitier one was like $6 or $7. And I'm about to walk now. I'm kind of walking towards. I'm just trying to like walk everywhere that I'm going today. I mean, they do have public transit here. I like don't really feel like I need to use it. I'm just trying to, like I said, go places I can mostly walk to. I don't really want to like take an Uber or anything, but I guess I'll see how far I end up walking when I need to like get back to the train area. I mean, it's pretty sleepy. Like, I mean, it is a holiday, and I know Milwaukee is like a smaller-ish city, but it's cute. I'm like enjoying my time here. So, what I was saying is I'm about to walk right now to pass a statue of the Fonz, like from what's the show, Happy Days, because that's set in Milwaukee. And then I'm walking like along the Riverwalk right now, and like I said, just kind of walking towards that Pabst Brewing thing that I'm going to. And I mean, like that's at 2 and it's already noon, and as leisurely, and I want to get there like a little bit early. So as leisurely as I'm walking, I'm sure it'll take me probably like an hour almost to get there, maybe, because I keep stopping and like doing random stuff. But anyway, great, just like easy, slow day, but it's cool to like go somewhere different. I might sit here actually for a few more minutes and just like take in the Riverwalk, I guess you could say, and then get back on my little journey. Alright, so I'm leaving that tour. That was honestly really, really cool. It was only $12 or $14, and I think it was definitely worth it. You also get a free beer, which was nice. And I just learned so much about Pabst. I literally knew nothing about Pabst as like a company before, and like I haven't had a PBR since like college, I think. And then when they explained like the history of Pabst, it like literally started becoming popular in the early 2000s, like early to mid 2000s. And I went to college and was in college from 2006 to 2010. So I was like, and it's super, super cheap, which I was like, oh, well, that makes perfect sense then. But of like, why? Because I feel like it was really popular in college. Like you could always go somewhere and get a PBR for like $1. And I feel like even now it's really popular still, or very inexpensive still. And I don't know, it was just really, really interesting to learn more about like like the family history of it, and then how they like pretty much almost went out of business. I'll link to like the tour that I did in the description, but where this was is it was at like the grounds for where the brewery originally like was, and like it made up like 20 something buildings in the area. A lot of them are apartment buildings now, as I feel like the case for a lot of old buildings in most cities. But I don't know, it was really interesting, so would recommend it. And I've had a change of plans now. So as I was walking over to the Pabst Brewery, I saw like a boat tour, which I love a boat tour. And I was like, oh, that didn't even cross my mind to do it like a river tour or anything in Milwaukee. So then I looked it up and there's one at 4. So I booked, like I bought a ticket for that because it'd be cool to learn like the actual history of Milwaukee. Because I mean, I know like a small amount of it, basically like in relation to things in Chicago, but that's really it. So I'm about to go do that now because it's like 3:15ish, and so I'm starting to walk that way. And then like I said, I had that dinner or that reservation at like 5:45ish, and TBD on if I'll actually still do that because I'm not hungry. I've been drinking a lot of liquids. Like I had a beer, I had like a matcha lemonade at the coffee shop at the Pabst place, like a lot of water because I'm so thirsty because it's like pretty humid. And not that that is food, but I'm just feeling full. So I don't know if I'll be hungry for like a full big meal like that because it's like Southern style food, I think. So I'll definitely try to get something to eat before I get back on the train. But I don't know if I'll end up going there. And I'll just like look at timing and stuff too because this tour is at 4 and it's an hour and a half. So it'll be done at like 5:30, and then I'm taking the train back at 7:25. So anyway, all that to say, TBD on what I'll do after this tour. But like now I'm loving Milwaukee. This happens to me literally no matter where I go. I am immediately like, oh, I'm obsessed. And I'm doing it again. I'm basically wrapping up my day here in Milwaukee, and honestly, what a fun day overall, I'll say. I did that boat tour. It was really cute, like a cute little experience. I'll link it in the description as well. It might be the only one, but I will link it. And then as soon as we docked, it started raining. There was a chance of rain today, and I thought maybe I would miss the rain. It might start raining again in a few minutes, but I'm glad it was like basically at the very tail end of my day. And I am glad that I decided not to go to that Tupelo and Honey place because it would have been like a 10-15 minute walk. And like somewhere that I don't know in the rain, doing that walk would be kind of annoying. So I did that, and then where I went to go eat instead was a place called Milwaukee Brat House. I figured that was a little bit more authentic to Milwaukee, what do I know, than the Tupelo and Honey place. So the food was, I mean, it was like a very much like giving like dive bar vibes in there, but the food was really good. The service was good, and I was in and out pretty fast. So I think it's about close to 6:30 now, and my train leaves at 7:25. So I'm walking back towards the train station now just to make sure I like, get there. I mean, I don't have anything else to do. I could really go for a sweet treat though, but I'm gonna go past one along the way. But otherwise, I've done a lot. Oh, I went to a cheese shop too. Here's the thing about me. I love souvenirs and I love buying stuff. So I went and I stopped at this place called Wisconsin Cheese Mart. I got a couple different kinds of cheese curds, another kind of cheese, and some like beef sticks. So can't wait to dive into those when I get home. Yeah, otherwise I've like wrapped up everything that I had planned on doing. So I mean, I need to do this more often. And I mean, just like come up to Milwaukee for the day, because I mean, it was super easy to get here, super easy to get back. It's pretty casual. Like, it's not super busy. And I mean, also I know it's a holiday weekend, but I feel like it's probably not too much busier than what I'm experiencing now. So it was like laid back, but like a decent amount of stuff to do. So I kind of want to do this more often. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you've made it this far in the video. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I'll see you on the next one.